Ahoy! Welcome to our last video from our long travel.
Winter is ending and so is our adventure. That's why we have to return back home.
But we do have some last adventures to share while passing Croatia and Italy. So grab a tea, sit down, and we hope you will enjoy this last part of our adventure.
We spent over a month in Montenegro, and by the time Adri lost his winter coat, which means winter is ending.
Z něho bude ovce brzo. We still had a few weeks ahead of us, so we didn't have to travel quickly. But the next country in line was Croatia. And Croatia is not that cheap. And now they recently moved from their national currency, kuna, to euro. And that didn't help the prices there either. Not to mention Croatia is not friendly to vanlifers at all. And you can get hefty fines even when you park in legal space. That way, police is forcing everyone to sleep in camping sites, which Croatians are very well aware of this, and that's why the prices of these camps are quite high. So I was very much reluctant to stay in Croatia. But after a while searching on Park4Night application, we found a great place that outside of the touristic season, the owner of this place is leaving people alone on his property, if they are not messy. And I think from all of my multiple visits in Croatia, which you can guess I was here several times, from this place alone, I had the best memories from all of my visits of this country.
When the sun was shining, it was very warm, but it was enough for few clouds to appear and the temperature fell quite a lot. We were hoping that the weather forecast would tell us which day we can use for swimming in ocean and shower. But when that day came, it wasn't warm at all. But we couldn't smell each other anymore. So we had to take a cold bath exercise.
A tam nejdu, vy jste blázni!
Vidíš? On si nedala. Adri, pojď. Jdeme všichni, pojď. Já vím, zbláznili jsme se, ale jdeme všichni, pojď.
Jaká je voda?
Teplá.
Teplá je voda.
Takže Przestaniesz mi to...
Śpiewałaś. And then we chilled and get dry for the rest of the day in the van.
But as mentioned, I didn't want to risk staying any longer in Croatia, so we made a few stops on the road and hit the next country. And you probably guessed it right. What kind of visit would it be in northeast part of the Italy without visiting the city of Venice? Also, Leah was never here, and as a fan of Assassin's Creed, she was more than happy to be here. Unlike me.
You would think that during the winter such a large touristic city wouldn't be full of people. Well, you would think wrong. It was pretty packed. But even Andre found something here that interested him.
Chceš vlčí masku, Adričku, steampunkovou, co?
It was interesting to experience this. While being in Venice, At that day when we visited, all news stations, at least at our home, was reporting that the canals in Venice were dried up. A lot of people that knew us and knew that we were there were asking us, how does it look like dried up?
Dried up? Well, what would you say from seeing this? And thinking about it, how could the canals dry up without sea level dropping? Also, last time I heard about Venice in the news, they were presumably sinking. It amazes me that the whole city is built on these kind of columns. Which reminds me, you not gonna start again with some history lesson?
Look, it's the same thing like with Troy. I am sure there are much more better detailed sources than I would be able to put together. Besides, I like to mention the small, less known places, but Venice, everybody know Venice and will visit this city at some point of their lifetime.
Also, it was refreshing that not many people were surprised by Adri, since Czechoslovakian wolf dogs are very popular in Italy.
And they are very expensive here. In Czech, you can get them for around 500 euros, but here it's 2000 euros and more.
Nevertheless, I enjoyed our short visit in this city, and now we were ready to head north.
Kde je Kuba? Za Kubou! Šup.
Right behind these Alps, not even 1000 kilometers now, is our home. And our time has come to end this adventure. To get back to our little republic called the Czech Republic. And that's the end of our adventure. Looking back, this was the best decision, currently, of our lives.
And we can only recommend it to any people who love to travel. As extrovert or introvert, if alone, or with partner, or with your fluffy companion.
We had some good times, but also due to the limited space in van and sometimes difficult situations, also hard times. But when survived, they will strengthen you and your relationships. We learned so much about ourselves and experienced a lot in this travel. We knew that this is a lifestyle we need to return to as soon as possible.
The options and freedom to change your environment as you please. The climates you can visit when you want to run from winter, or if it's too hot, then visiting cold mountains. The possibilities to experience different cultures, food, nature, local customs, and making new friends.
And even though we had a way how to work during our travel and therefore finance it, there are some situations which will force you to stay in one place for a longer period of time. Because when we left our long trip, there was 3 of us. But when we returned, there was 4 of us. So we had to quickly take care of a few things. And that's why our van life experience need to be paused, at least for now.
We hope you enjoyed our adventure and maybe motivate you to try it yourself.
Rest assured, once we are able, we will move out for another adventure. So until then, ahoy!